Like most children, my children often ask me to buy this and to buy that, and each time they do that, I said, look, you have to understand there is a big difference between what you want and what you get. Sometimes, if you're lucky, we get what we want, but oftentimes we want something but we don't get, so we have to understand that. I will try my best to get whatever you need, but sometimes I cannot do it, so I don't promise you. In my training, the OPERACY training and Power of the Dream, I advise people that if they want to be successful, they have to set goal, preferably a high long-term goal. And there are the right way and wrong way to set goal. Most people fail because they set goal, but they did not do the right goal. So we don't want to be successful in one part of our life, but fail in other part. So to be successful, we have to be successful in all part of our life. So we have to set a 5L goal. This is because all start with the letter L. Number 1 is to live. Number 2 is to love. Number 3 is to learn. Number 4 is to lead or to serve. And number 5 is to leave something behind. To lead means the goal for our life, a livelihood, which is our income, our house, our car, maybe our health. Not maybe, especially our health, right? The goal to love is to get married, relationship goal. And if you're already married, maybe to have children, and we have children, probably what kind of education we want to have our children. But also to love means for our parents, when they get old, how can we make them happy? But the goal to love is also to do with other things, like to preserve a forest, to protect endangered animal, and so on. The goal to learn is to learn things that is fun for us, maybe to learn how to sing, to learn how to dance, to learn how to do sport, and so on. But the goal to live is also connected with the goal to learn. So we learn something that we need to get our livelihood. For example, if we want to do business, then we have to learn how to do business development. Number 4 is the goal to lead and to serve. This is to do with our position that we want in our life. We want to be a professor, we want to be a doctor, we want to be a politician. This is all goal to lead. But remember, to lead is to serve. To lead doesn't mean that we want somebody to serve us all the time, but for us to serve our family, serve our community, serve our organization, and so on. Lastly, to leave something behind. We don't want our life end when we die. We want our contribution to continue long after we die. Right? So this is the goal, the goal to leave something behind. And when we set goal, we have to make sure that we can achieve this goal. And to do that, we have to set a SMART goal. The reason for a SMART goal is just to make us remember it better. SMART is S-M-A-R-T, which means clever. So number 1 is S, we have to be specific. Our goal must be specific. M, our goal must be measurable. A, our goal must be achievable or attainable. Number 4 is our goal must be R, result-oriented. Goal is not an activity but a thing that already has been achieved. And then lastly, T is our goal must have a time limit, right? So let's go one by one. SMART, specific means we cannot say we want to be rich. That's too general. We said how much income we want per month or per year. That's specific. Or if we said we want a house, what kind of house? How many bedrooms we want, right? If you want a car, what kind of car do we want? So on what year model would you like? And M is measurable, which means we have to be able to measure the progress each year. So if we have a 5-year goal, then we have to be able to measure what we have achieved the first year, second year, third year, fourth year, and fifth year. And the other one is achievable, that our goal must be realistic. In other words, we can have set high goal if it's a long-term goal, but if it's only a short-term goal, say 1 year, be very realistic, you know. Don't say you want to be a millionaire in 1 year, but you can be, say, I want to be a millionaire in 20 years or 10 years. That become possible. So result-oriented. So like I said, my goal is a house, a beautiful house with 4 bedrooms. Goal should not be to build a house. Yeah? Our mind don't like to build a house, but our mind like to have a house. And the other thing is that goal must be set in a positive tone. Don't set to reduce poverty. And that is a negative goal, and our mind just don't like that. Our mind is like positive thing, a sure thing. You know, so a goal is thing that already achieved, like a master degree. I'm a person with a master degree or doctor degree. Don't say I want to do master degree or doctor degree. Lastly, the goal must be time bounded. So you have to have said this goal is for 3 years or 5 years or 1 year. So that's how you set goal properly. The next question people tend to ask me is, if we set goal, do we always achieve it? Of course not, you know. Goal is not successful if it's set by somebody else, so set by our parents. Sometimes because we're not committed to do it properly if it's set by other people. So goal must be belonging to us and decided by us. And another thing, goal is not successful if you not get involved in doing it. So you set a goal, but you don't participate in doing it. Of course, work must always come before success. Except in the dictionary, you find success come before work. But in real life, work always come before success. And lastly, that our goal will not be successful if it break any of the natural law. For example, if you want to jump from a 5-story building down head first and landed safely on the ground, I think you're just fooling yourself, because that breaks the natural law of gravity. So apart from that, if you try hard enough, you will achieve your goal eventually. If you have a good goal and you believe in that goal, be persistent. You know, if you fail, try again. If you fail, try again. But at a time in our life that we are not totally in control of the goal that we set. For example is marriage, you know. Sometimes we have a goal to have a happy marriage. We started off well, you know. Both husband and wife want this goal. But there are times in our life that we become separated. We try hard to stay together, but eventually that doesn't work. So we fail. And many people, when they do that, they break down. They blame themselves, or they blame other people, and totally they go into a trauma and their life is ruined. Now, you see, goals sometimes depend on outside environment also, something that we cannot control. So when this happens, we have to accept that, okay, we try the best, but it doesn't work. So when that happens, what we need to do is to fully accept it and then just move on. We must not let what happened in the past, you know, determine what happened in the future. The past, is gone. So just accept it and move on. And just remember that when we try to set goal, even if we're not successful in achieving that goal, we already become a better person. Goal make us stronger. Goal make us wiser, right? Wisdom cannot happen by success alone. I believe the best way to become successful is to experience failure. So just understand that and accept that I have been a stronger person. I have been a wiser person. But just continue with life. Thank you very much.